Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube. Babyface Tim is back, looking pretty peeled. It is Sunday, the 5th of April. It is 5:45. We've been up since 4:45. Hence the dressing gown. We're not here on the walking pad. The morning routine's been thrown out the window, unfortunately, because steps are super low at the moment, which is nice, but also I really did enjoy setting my day up with a good amount of steps, but we are backing off massively. So it is 8 days since I last spoke to you. It's 8 days since the last show, which was obviously that very sporadic outing. Took away some wins, did well in the overall, and then since then we got our feedback, which was coming a little bit tighter, which we knew, of course, because it was an early show, and be more consistent in that front post. So we stepped off stage, we had no off-plan food, we got straight back to dieting, and body weight started coming down. We hit 218, let me look on here, we hit 218.5 on the Monday. My previous low was 219 on the Wednesday when we started loading. So we're half pound down. I then got horrendously ill, of course. What hasn't happened this prep? So I was ill for 4 days, 5 days, really badly, pretty much bedbound for a couple of the days. 2-3 hours sleep, like it wiped me out. Body weight shot up to 221. And now Sunday we are 214.75. So bear in mind I was on stage at like 222, 221. So we're like 6-7 pounds, 6-7 down from show day. And we are 5 pounds down from my lightest prior to the first show. So it has absolutely dropped off. Frustratingly, I've not really done too many proper sessions as well since that last Wednesday, because I've been ill, there've been devolumes, I've been pumpy because I've missed sessions and rested more because I've been ill. So, it's not been an ideal week, but we're now 6 days out, and I believe fat loss is done. I am considerably sharper than I was, which is fantastic. That's what we wanted. But I think pushing any further than here will run into diminishing returns personally. I think we're chasing something that's potentially not there that will make the rest of my physique look worse. So I think we'll see what Jake says. I'm going to check in with him in probably an hour and 15 once it gets light outside. But I think fat loss will be done today, and we'll start to gradually almost linear load in a little bit. Not like a linear load plus 25 carb here every day. I think we'll probably put in like 400, 450 carb today. I should probably burn through that based off how I'm feeling, and just prime me across these next few days before some heavier days, Wednesday, Thursday, and then that wash off day on Friday again. So yeah, we're 5 pounds sharper, 5 pounds lighter, let's say, than we were prior to going into the first show, prior to loading. So that's exciting, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. We've taken the feedback on board. It's been a relatively tough week. It's been the toughest week of prep, just because of being ill. I actually feel fine. Last night I had a fucking tantrum because the last week I've introduced a creamy pre-bed, and I broke the creamy last night. So that meant I just had to have 60 gram of whey paste pre-bed, which was not fun. But yeah, we're chilling. We just got back to a couple of clients who are up early abroad, and who are on stage this weekend. Guys, if you are looking for coaching, inquiries in the link below. We are back to basically taking on clients again now that my prep's coming to a close, and we're 6 days out. So we'll take them off the ride. I'm going to try and film every single day this week and then get them out relatively daily. We've got pull today, which will be exciting. We'll train after 2 meals. We'll see how sharp I am looking. Still in the process of getting this fucking tan off as well, because I don't want to destroy my skin because I'm so sensitive. My skin's so sensitive, so I don't want to just rub it to fucking destroy it. So we've still got a bit of patchy tan, but it's not as bad as it was. And then we've got the show on Saturday in Bradford, the NPC Pro Qualifier, which I'm very, very much looking forward to. We've also got Tom and Sophie in the show as well. and then we've got some in the PCA Sacks and the day later as well. So a very, very busy week. The season's kicking off massively. It's another reason why I'm throwing the towel in after this second show, which is mental because my first show was meant to be 2 weeks, so I'm finishing my season before my first show was ever gonna materialise. Would I advise doing a shotgun prep like this? It'll be 8 weeks total come Saturday. Absolutely not. It has been very, very tough. A long prep is far, far easier, because for 8 weeks I've been chasing my tail. Everything's hit me like a ton of bricks. Condition changing on the daily to the point where I've gone from being sound to fucked. But I've loved it, and it's one of them that teaches you some huge, huge mental resilience and physical resilience in many ways. So it's been brilliant for me as a coach as well to go through it. And the whole point was to show that I can walk the walk as a coach and as an athlete. So yeah, guys, we're chilling. We're just sipping on some fluid, getting back to some clients. We've got a setup to do, so I'll get that box off this morning while it's nice and early and it's dark outside. And we'll check in and we'll update you on the plan of action for 6 days out. I've got new shorts coming and they've still not come as well, so I'm pretty much shitting myself about them because I really don't want to wear the previous shorts because they're so dirty, and it's Easter this weekend, and so deliveries are all skewed, so I don't know what's going on there. And I've paid £180 for some board shorts to be fast tracked 2 weeks ago, and they've not come. 180 quid for some fucking board shorts. Should have just got some Hurley ones from Australia. Chula. Anyway, yeah, we'll crack on with the day and we'll take you along for the ride. So guys, as always, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want to be coached by me, who wouldn't want to be coached by me? Hit the link in the description below, and we'll crack on with the day. So, plan of action for today, 450 carb going in. Starting the linear loadish, very flat this morning. The food's going in and we're starting to load up the physique over the next 6 days. So 450 carb going in, 40 fat and about 250 protein. Don't know what's going on with this gimbal today, but I'm going to make up my rice pudding now for pre-workout. And post-workout as well, because as you all know, I can only have it colder. I'm almost out of rice pudding, which is a very, very sorry sight because they restock once every fucking 5 years. I don't know why, when it's in such demand, they fucking barely make any. That is that's not the most favourable lighting, that is it. Anyway, meal one, going down, 20 past 8. We have got 60 gram of my vegan whey, 50 gram blueberries, and 100 gram of sourdough with absolutely nothing on it, because I put my fats elsewhere. And the last 3 days we dramatically pulled my fats down to drive a little bit more condition. Bro was negative fat. So, food for today, 50 carb going in meal one, 105 carb in going pre, 135 carb going in post, 96 carb going in meal 4, and then 70 carb going in meal 5. So that is a total of 450 carb across the day. We will train off 2 meals. I will use Engineered Muscles AK Turbo Swole, so the injectable pump product. That's what I use pre-stage because I can't really have any pump products anymore. Even the unflavoured doesn't sit well. So we'll be popping a mil of that in each rid out. I'm getting a decent session today, so I feel pretty good in terms of I'm not ill now, so very much excited to have a good session, and then do some posing rounds afterwards. But we'll enjoy this meal and catch you in a bit. Second coffee of the morning going down. However, I think half of it's just for and water. I think the coffee machine didn't work properly. Anyway, 9:10, we have got a consult. So I do offer consults to both clients and to anyone who wants a consult, where we will go over topics of choice or with their prep clients, their competitive clients' journey in their preps, drugs, nutrition, training, client management, anything. So that is a service I do offer. So just waiting for Anthony to join now. He's in the room. And then we'll walk and do a few steps. So we have rocked up to the gym. I will keep it honest, keep it transparent. We have just had another IBS flare up, which is not ideal. We haven't had one for a couple of days and it's flared up today. But it's one of them. I'm a little bit, I'll be honest, done in, fed up with it. But 6 days to try and, bring a look that's okay. It is obviously extremely disheartening. It's been very, very challenging throughout this prep. As I have discussed on my podcast and on my stories and whatnot. I mean, most people don't really realise the extent of how it's been. And today it's just another kick in the dick. But one of them. We've got 6 days, so we'll get through it. So yeah, we've had a flare-up, or a few flare-ups this morning. But we've got pull today, so I'll film a little bit of the session, and then we'll pose afterwards. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the next day, Monday the 6th of April. 5 days out. The last clip you'll have seen was me in the gym. I didn't film after that, to be honest, because I was gutted. My stomach was horrendous. I probably had another 6 hours of a flare-up. And before anyone comments saying have you tried Cillian Husk, or have you tried this? It is not really food related. It is not stress really related. I mean, it does stress me. It is autoimmune, it's inflammatory. So the flares come up out of nowhere and they can't really be stopped. I've done everything that I possibly can, and obviously our GI gets even more sensitive the deeper we get through prep as well. And as I've gone through prep, I've become more and more intolerant to certain things as well. But you know, food sources haven't changed, nothing's changed. It's just one of them, and it really, really knocked me back yesterday because it went on for about 10 in the morning till maybe 6 at night, and then it settled. And it wasn't great. It was one of the worst ones for a while, and it's not what you want at 6 days out. It's not what you want ever, but yeah, it really knocked me for 6. And I think, you know, because of the length of the prep, it's you utilise longer preps in order to have weeks where things don't go to plan, and this hasn't been a week, this has been 7.5 weeks of this, but yeah, it's just very, very disheartening. And yesterday I was just fed up, like done in. But yeah, anyway, it is 5:30 in the morning. We've been up for 45 minutes. We've got back to a couple of clients that are in prep. We've got a couple of clients over in Dubai that are a couple of hours ahead, so we've got back to them, who are also in prep. And we're 5 days out. We woke up today, 2:14 on the dot, so another 0.75 pounds down. So 450 carb running yesterday. Of course, I had some IBS flare-ups as well. But 0.75 down, so even lighter than the huge prep load that was yesterday. Don't know what I look like as of yet. We'll go look and pose in a bit. I can imagine extremely flat, but we'll see if there's any more life in me, because post-workout yesterday wasn't a bad look, still flat. My physique changed a lot from fasted to fed and post-workout, but we'll see if there's any more life within the fasted shots today, and then you know, we'll have a game plan from there. Likelihood is I suspect there'll be a little bit more food going in, because the one thing that I do want to be, I don't know if I touched upon it yesterday, was obviously, you know, chasing something that's not there with me. We've been chasing my midsection, chasing my obliques, and they're just really weak, and that's my own fault, right? This has been a shotgun prep. It's been sporadic. There was no intention to do this. My off season haven't been amazing because obviously I give everything to my clients, and for 75% of the year, if I can train 4 days a week, I'm very happy. Show days come around, my sleep's fucked. Like, you know, I haven't ran big cycles in the off season or lengthy cycles. You know, I've not done anything that's really allowed me to progress a hell of a long way. So to even look like this, I'm buzzing with. But we know moving forward, I've got to really work on my midsection and my arms, obviously. But we're chasing something that's probably not there. And I need to be bursting full. Like the other boys, even the international boys that are coming over, like, they're not absolutely skinned. They're just bursting full in men's physique. And knowing the criteria and the division is super important. It's very, very easy for me to get lost in wanting to have the most skinned glutes possible, post on Instagram, be like, there you go, I'm the coach, so I've got the skinned glutes, but it won't translate well on stage for me, and I'll look like an emaciated, lanky 6'3" beanpole. And that's what I looked like last time, and I don't want to do that again. So, you know, I would love to be absolutely bursting full, even if that sacrifices 5-10% more condition from where I am now. I think it will favour my physique a lot more, make me look a lot bigger on stage as well, especially when I'm going up against shorter guys. They can make me look stringy, or I can make them look small, and I'd much rather make them look small. So we'll see. We'll get the plan of action, we'll see. And we've also got push today, which realistically is probably going to be my last proper session. And I say proper session, yesterday was almost my first proper session in a week and a half because I've been ill. I was devoluming and doing almost pump work. So again, another fucking knockback, which in a 24-week prep's fine, but when you've got 8 weeks and a week and a half and you're not training properly, I haven't trained my legs in 3 weeks because I had to pull leg training to keep inflammation down, and then there was no point putting myself in a hole last week. The previous week was a peak week, you know, and I love having big legs, and everyone's obviously commenting on my legs, and I loved being on stage as a men's physique guy with big legs, but yeah, we'll see what they look like. Anyway, we've got push today, and we've got Kez coming over for an in-person. So Kez is coming over for an in-person poser session, so he's going to train at the unit with me. We do push together, and then we'll get some footage of the posing afterwards, which is going to be critical. So we'll continue with some work Monday morning, 5 days out, and we'll take you along the day, and hopefully I can get this out tonight, and we can then film again tomorrow. Ooh. Flatter than yesterday. Oh no. We shall await Jake's response. These are the goats. Onto a final sleeve. So, Megan, I need you to order me some more. We'll go for 2 of these. 2 lungos of these. Whatever lungo means. I just know that's a bigger coffee. These are really, really good, to be fair. It's so weird. The blonde espressos actually flare me up from a histamine perspective, but these ones don't. Fuck knows why. So, POA for today. 550 carb going in, so an extra 100 gram of carb going in today, with my electrolyte balance remaining stable of where I have my sodium and potassium. Yeah, we're going to go make, pre's pretty much made, it's in the freezer, but we're going to make the rest of it, put the whey in and the honey and whatnot. We'll eat that at just before 11 as we get into the gym for 12. Just got off a little walk. It's really, really nice outside. The weather is absolutely stunning, so just got off a little walk with Megan. And then we'll go do push and pose with Kez, which I'm really looking forward to be fair. Just to drill that front shot.
Well, yeah, I know, that's what I mean. I think I just need to start filling up from here. Nice. Better. Spot on. Yeah, perfect.
And we are back in the place that I spend the most time, as you can tell, back in the office. But that is gonna be a wrap for these videos. A really good session with Kez, both training and posing. Definitely improved from the last show, so that's all that matters, right? And yeah, we've got 2 more meals left. Going to enjoy them, go on a little walk in the beautiful sunshine and chill. You know, it finally feels like foot's off the gas a little bit and it's peak week. So guys, thank you as always for supporting, and I'll pick up the camera and I'll film tomorrow for 4 days out. We'll do a 4 and a 3 dayer, and then we'll do a 2 and a 1 dayer, and then we'll do show day. Let's go.